Today, we are proud to announce a new book from our John Quiñones and Maria Elena Salinas, 1 Year in Uvalde. The book builds on their year-long reporting with ABC News in the aftermath of the mass shooting at Robb Elementary School, documenting the lives of residents in the Texas city and following the community's activism and resiliency. And ABC's John Quiñones joins me now for more on this. John, thanks for coming on, and congratulations on the book. I know a lot of work went into this.
Thank you very much, and good morning to you. You know, I'm from San Antonio, which is only an hour away from Uvalde. And this book and this story is one that the entire Uvalde 365 team put together, and it's a story that we never really wanted to write, a tragedy that should have never occurred. But bad things happen in life. And as journalists, I think it's our mission to try to make sense of it all, to shine a light, to keep asking questions, to keep digging. And we decided to take that commitment a step forward. We made the unprecedented decision to stay in the town of Uvalde for an entire year, long after all the other cameras and all the other reporters had packed up and left. This book is a result of the remarkable experience that we had there in Uvalde.
John, it's been 19 months now since the shooting. How are the victims' families doing?
You know, we all ask ourselves, how could anyone recover? How could anyone move forward? And it has been incredibly difficult for these families, unimaginably difficult, hard. They will never be the same. Life will never be the same for them without their precious loved ones. And yet, what we have also documented in this book is a story of hope and resilience. These families have turned their grief and their heartache into activism. Repeatedly and tirelessly, they have protested and marched in the state capital of Austin, traveled in buses all the way back and forth to Washington, D.C., attending congressional hearings, advocating for gun reform. Some of them have even run for political office themselves because they tell us this is exactly what their children would have wanted.
And John, one of the aspects of this case that sticks out is, of course, not just the violence, and any mass shooting, let alone school shooting, is devastating, but the delayed police response in this one made it especially difficult to process. What's the latest on the investigations into that?
Absolutely. It has been incredibly frustrating. 19 months, and they still are struggling for answers. Just last week, a district judge ordered the Texas Department of Public Safety to release law enforcement records related to the school shooting. Remember, it took hundreds of law enforcement officers more than an hour to take down the shooter. Those files, if released, would finally shed light on the failed police response. They would allow families to file federal lawsuits, perhaps, alleging that police committed civil rights violations. But we now understand that DPS, the Department of Public Safety, plans to appeal that ruling. And because the statute of limitations might run out, the families may never get that chance.
Wow. John, what do you hope people take away from this book?
Again, it's about the hope and the resilience. I want to point out that the original name for Uvalde was encina, which is the Spanish word for oak tree, after the tall trees that are native to that area. This book is a tribute to those families and the victims, the survivors who, like those tall, strong oaks of the town, have risen above the ashes, above the heartache, making sure that their children and those school teachers will never be forgotten.
And so important that you're telling their story. John Quiñones, thank you. 1 Year in Uvalde comes out May 14th, 2024, and is available for pre-order now.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.